Greetings once again to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. Celine Driver once again. I have another unboxing video for you today. This is another tour watch from the Random Rob Patreon and Discord group. This is not my watch. I did not buy this watch. It was provided to me by the tour. Briefly, how that works is Random Rob has a Patreon group of approximately 100 members at this point. He gets watches in from various sources. He reviews them and then he offers them to the Patreon/Discord group for tour. Someone becomes the ringleader to take charge of the tour, and then about a dozen folks sign up for the tour, and the watch travels the United States to be reviewed and enjoyed by that person before it's sent to the next person. And I'm next. So I'm actually first because I'm the ringleader for this tour, like I was the ringleader for the last Spinnaker that I reviewed. And I saw the review of this one on Random Rob's channel, and I liked it, and I said I'd like to tour that watch for you. Pardon my thumb here. I have a cut. It hurts. Nice outer box, nothing overly spectacular. But compared to the other Spinnaker that I reviewed and toured, this one has actually an inner box, a very nice one at that. You can see the website there. Logo on the top, very nice box. Nice thick cardboard. Open the box up. You have a little piece of padding here, which is going to help me with shipping. And then you have the watch, which we'll get to in a minute. Have the hang tag, which obviously I took off the watch. And while it's stuck to the bottom, there you go. You have the warranty card. So you have the website. You have a website for watch instructions. You can follow them on, I guess that's the Instagram symbol. And they have a Facebook page as well. So very nice. Nice to, nice the company, gives you their socials. Nice pillow. See how it holds up over the course of the tour, right? And now we have the watch itself. This is a Spinnaker. I'm going to try and pronounce the name properly. The Spinnaker Fluess. The only reason I say it's Fluess is because it's spelled F-L-E-U-S-S. And it looks like the way you would spell Seuss, like Dr. Seuss. Not being a father, I'm familiar with Dr. Seuss. So I'm going to call it a Spinnaker Fluess because Fluess looks to be spelled the same as Seuss. It has a rotating bezel, which unfortunately, combining a new watch stiffness with a sore thumb, it really hurts to turn the damn thing. It's loosening up already a bit, but it is a solid turning. One more click. There we go. Yep, lines up nice. Really a nice watch. One thing I like about this watch, there's several things I like about this watch, is that big date up at the 12. You don't see that on watches at this price point. You see this. I see this on Ulysses Nardine does big dates. Glashute does big dates. Some companies do small dates with Cyclopses, but Spinnaker decided to do a big date on this one, and I think it really looks the part. Very nice watch. And as you can see, it's a chronograph. You have chronograph subdials. And well, this subdial here obviously is the constant seconds. You have a 60-minute timer at the 9 o'clock, and at the 3 o'clock you have a 24-hour indicator. So that's good to know. And we'll just run the chronograph a little bit for you. So you have pushers, and these are screw down pushers. Right now they are in the working position, but if you want to get the maximum water resistance out of the pushers, you screw them down so that when they're flush like this, as you can see, they're in the operating position, and when their little tip is exposed like this, they're in the waterproof position. And of course the crown is a screw down crown as well. There you go. You can see the red chronoseconds hand, and you can see the minute hands already moving there, so we'll let that run for a few minutes. Nice artwork on the back, the Spinnaker logo. There you go, that's the way it's supposed to be. A little bit of polish, a little bit of looks like sandblasting type finish, satin finish if you will. Very nice. And of course, when you stop the chronograph with the same button as you started with, and then when you reset it, it's a flyback. So it just snaps right back to the 0 position. Very nice. That's the power of quartz, isn't it? I'm going to give you a wrist shot of this. I must be complimentary on Spinnaker for this. As you all know by now, I'm no great fan of rubber straps. And this one, it looks good. I mean, the black with the red contrast to match the hands and dial markings on the watch face. It looks good, and it's very comfortable, and you can see it's a sign buckle. Very nice. It's very soft. It's very comfortable. It doesn't smell bad. It's very pliable, and I wore it all day recently, and it was very comfortable. It did get a little sweaty under there, owing to the fact that I live in Florida and it's very hot. But it's a nice overall strap. Now, I probably would still change it out for a leather strap, but that's just me. As you can see on my 7 1/4 inch wrist, it fits very nicely. The size of the case is right in my right where I like them to be, between 41 and 43 millimeter. You can see, there's a little bit of a hollow out area to allow for some wrist, some wrist skin breathing, but not a lot. So, and it has, quick release spring bars. So changing, at least getting this strap off will be easy. Getting another one on without quick release is, going to be your typical spring bar tool, quote unquote, challenge, which, it's no big deal at this point for me. I can do it myself easily. The bezel does have a lot of play in it. It does move around a bit, and that bothers me a little bit. I mean, on a dive watch or dive style watch, you really don't want that bezel to move. But it is a 60 click bezel, so there is going to be a little bit of slop. It would be better if it was a 120 click, but they decided to do a 60 click. I don't know why. Anyway, got my sheet of facts here for you so you can learn more about this watch, its technicals. This is the Spinnaker Fluess. As I said, its model number is SP, as in Sam Paul, 5085-01. So SP 5085-01. It is a quartz chronograph dive style watch. It does have the water resistance to be a diver watch. If you close all three crowns down, you'll get 150 meter water resistance, so you could snorkel or shallow dive with this watch. I don't see why that would be a problem. It is a 43 millimeter case diameter. It is 13 millimeters thick, so not too bad. 22 millimeter lug, and I forgot to measure the tip to tip. I don't know. I forgot to measure it, so I'm sorry about that. Sapphire crystal, and it's a flat sapphire crystal with AR coating. It is a 316L stainless steel case, and the bezel, interestingly enough, the bezel insert, I should say, is acrylic. So I don't know if acrylic bezel, I've never encountered an acrylic bezel before, honestly. So I don't know. Acrylic crystals are subject to scratching, so I wonder if an acrylic bezel would be vulnerable to scratches as well. So I guess keep that in mind. And of course, I've already mentioned the leather silicone strap. Now it is leather up top here. I forgot to talk about that before. I'm sorry. It's silicone on the bottom, but the black part is leather, so it gives you a little bit of style. But you have that really good flexibility with the silicone. I could not find anything to say that the leather was treated to be water resistant. So I'll try and find that out, and if I find it out, subsequent to this, I'll put that in the description. But so far, I haven't found any information about how waterproof the leather is. So, given that it's a sports watch and it has a silicone strap, they probably did treat it, but I would like to find proof of that before I say definitively. I really like the dial of it. It's busy. It is a busy dial, to be sure, but it's not so busy it's illegible. I mean, those numbers at the 2, 4, 8, and 10 are very large and very easy to read. You have these numerals at the 5 and the 25, 35, and 55 to differentiate those easily enough. The chronograph obviously is very easy to read. I mean, you have a contrasting red chronograph hand, and the chronograph minutes, the indices are good enough size that you can read them at a good glance, and you get 60 minutes worth of timing on the chrono, which is nice. A lot of chronos cheap out and go 30 minutes. I like the fact this went 60. And I really like that big date. I mean, and the fact that when it's sitting there idle, the chronographed hand does not obscure the big date. It literally falls right in the middle between the 0 and the 6, which is a very nice, thoughtful touch. And the fact that it's a contrasting color makes it even easier to read. So I'm happy with this watch. If I owned it, I'd be very happy with it. It would make a great grab and go daily wear type watch with the quartz accuracy, and it's got enough style that it could be a great daily wear watch. Yeah, I think Spinnaker did another good job. I really like the Spinnaker that I reviewed last time. Nice little dressy watch. This one, very nice sports watch. And it will fit a good variety of wrists. So, I would definitely give this a Celine driver recommend. Definitely worth your time to look at. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap the video up, and I'm going to ask you, if you like the video, to please give it a thumbs up, hopefully with a thumb in better looking condition than mine. The thumbs up or clicking the like button, or however you want to put it, does help with the channel. It makes it more searchable by the YouTube algorithms and helps bring more people to the channel. Comments, questions, and suggestions down below. I read them all. I respond to them all. However, if you're going to be a jerk or you're going to troll me, I'm just going to delete the comment and I'm going to block you. So be aware of that. And if you're new here to the channel, of course, first of all, welcome. I'm glad you are here and you stopped by. Please go ahead and click that subscribe button if you like what you saw. And if you do that, click the bell icon, so when I upload new content, you are alerted. I have more videos coming of watch variety, and of course my now infamous rant videos. I'm going to have more of those. People seem to like those. They get a good laugh. So I hope people will continue to enjoy those as well. And I look forward to talking to you in my next video.